Small things, big Alberta. Discover places you've never heard of. Small things, come explore. See nature just outside your front door. Small things, big Alberta. Discover places you never heard of. Small things, come explore. Let's explore. See nature just outside your front door.
Hi everyone, I'm Alice. Welcome to Small Things, Big Alberta. Today we're in a fun historic park. So we're in the Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village located in Pintcher Creek, Alberta. So there's going to be lots of fun little things. I'm very excited to play, and I of course brought my friend Squidgel the Squirrel on the camera.
That's me, Squidgel the Squirrel, on camera. I'm excited because I love historical places. So let's go and explore, Alice.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village is a large historic site, and I was lucky enough to have a guide to talk to.
Hello.
Well, howdy, ma'am.
How are you?
Very well, and your own self.
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Can you tell our friends who you are and what this magical place is?
Well, they call me Ranger Gord, and I'm here in the heart of Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village, which is right in downtown Pintcher Creek, which is one of the finest towns in all of Alberta.
Awesome. And why is it called Kootenai Village?
Well, it's actually Kootenai Brown. You missed a word there.
Ah.
But if we look over there where I'm a-looking,
We
that
can see
is
his
the home
cabin.
of Kootenai Brown, a mountain man who was the founder of Waterton Lakes National Park and a frontiersman with an amazing history of his own. In 1966, of when we decided to establish this village here as Pintcher Creek's museum, that cabin was pulled up and brought on wheels and plopped down here with a semi, and that was the start of the museum in around about 1970, and slowly it has progressed up to the last 55 years or so into the 6.5 acre site that we have now.
Hey, Alice. What do you think Maskwa would think of this particular bear?
Well, he looks really scary.
Ah!
Yeah, he's super scary.
At this moment, we have 30 buildings, most of them historic to the area and relocated. Some are recreations of buildings that are no longer in existence. And of course, we have a very large exhibit building here, and of course, Pioneer Place up at the front, which is your entry into the village.
Wow, Alice, there's so many fun things to do here at General Store. And hey, what's a caboose? Oh, that's a caboose.
This is a train caboose, and we can go inside it. So I'm very excited to see an old little train caboose. Come on, let's go. Wow, so this is how people would have traveled. They would have traveled across Alberta by horse and carriage or by the new railroads that were built. So you can see it's really cute. This one has some living quarters set up in it.
As you go through this village, you probably have seen the buildings are teeming full of artifacts, and that's not an accident. We don't go to garage sales on the weekends. Basically, we come from a community that keeps its artifacts and keeps its history, and when families feel that they no longer can or want to, then it comes to here, and our artifacts are maintained in the public trust and offered for viewing.
Hey guys, I know you guys are all in school, but did you want to see a schoolhouse from the 1800s? These will be a little bit different from your classroom. Usually it was only one room and mixed classes, so right from little tots to older kids before they graduate. So let's go look. As you can see, it was just one big room for learning. So the teacher, like our modern schools, would be at the front of the class with the chalkboard, and there would be just whole rows of desks, and all ages would be attending class. So Squidgel, what are you going to teach the head of the class today?
That's a good question.
This is very much an open concept museum, as you can see. There aren't a lot of ropes, there aren't a lot of barriers to allowing you to see things as they are in their natural state. And while we do have interpretation, we keep that sort of to a minimum through signage and podcasts, that sort of thing. And basically, if you have a question, you come ask us. We try not to get into your face too much. We want you to enjoy the village, and we want you to mostly feel welcome.
So right now we are in an old general store. General stores back in the 1800s and 1900s would carry a broad range of items. So it could have anything from toiletries and razors to things like flour, some foods, dry goods, canned goods, but also various little things like toys and games or china, anything that you can think of. Usually it would be housed in a general store because the whole community would need various little things for their houses. The next place I wanted to take you guys was another place that you're probably all very familiar with. It's a doctor's office. So similar to a little hospital or like a general practitioner's office, these were in little houses. So as you can see, in this case, this old doctor's office was just a small room. Often it would be one family doctor that would service the entire village, and everyone would come here for various ailments, cold, flus, even minor surgeries. Everything would be carried out at your local doctor's office.
Wow, this is so cool. Look at all this stuff.
I know, isn't it cool, Squidgel?
I love it.
Our next place I'm gonna take you is gonna be a place where we save our pennies to this day. It's a bank. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of like what I do with my nuts.
Yeah.
I store them and invest them wisely.
So here we are at the bank. This is where you'll save all your pennies and take some money out that you've saved. You can see some neat old coins.
Oh, wow, those are some really neat coins. Did banks have really nice living rooms?
This is a seating area because this building also housed the barristers and solicitors. Those are the people that make laws and help ensure that your rights are upheld.
This is an old record player. And this is an old record player. And this is an old record player.
Wow, that's really awesome. Alice and Squidgel look like they're having a lot of fun at Pintcher Creek. Hey kids, do you have old things at your house? Maybe ask your parents. Everything has a story.
You know, as a camera squirrel, because I do a lot of camera work, I wanted to show you cameras from the past. Woo! Look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were called shutter cameras. And I shudder to see how many cameras are here. Take a picture, it'll last longer. I want one of these.
This is where the ponies would live.
Holy smokes!
And look at all these old carts and carriages.
This is before cars.
It is.
We had so much fun exploring Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village. There was so many wonderful old artifacts, and it was almost like stepping back in time. Look at all the wonderful objects. There's even some antique farm equipment.
Look, it's a blacksmith. Blacksmiths, you might think that in medieval times they made swords and shields, but blacksmiths in the 1800s would have made metal things like tack for horses and carriages. You can even see some horseshoes.
Wow!
So even though there's lots and lots of things here hanging on the walls and on the tables, it's important not to touch them because they're for display and they were donated by the families of the community for us to look at. You can see some old antique wrenches and spanners and all kinds of old tools that would have been used in various handiwork crafts, as well as the blacksmithing trade. Nowadays, you need to have a special license for hunting. So hunting does happen in Alberta. We have lots of game and wildlife, but it can only be done at certain times of the year. And that's because we want to keep our wilderness animals healthy and happy and give them the best chance possible at survival. So one last question. Why do you think it's so important to preserve our past and our heritage for future generations?
Well, you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you come from. I guess the long and short of it is we don't get to this wired age unless we've had these people who sat out there and did the very, very hard work to make this community what it is and that it still thrives here 125 years later. Pintcher Creek is not in the dust by any means. It's always growing like most communities in Western Canada.
Alice, I had a really, really, really fun time today here.
Me too, Squidgel. Let's go visit this place again.
We have to. There was too much to see. We couldn't see it all in one day.
I know. He's sleeping. Hey, Maskwa. Maskwa. Maskwa.
What?
Yeah. We're doing Small Things Big Alberta.
Oh, right, yeah, the crafts. I was waiting for the crafts.
Yeah, you were having a nice nap there.
I was having a good nap.
We're gonna start crafting.
Awesome.
Yeah, do you know what we're crafting?
Yeah, today we're crafting a time capsule.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And we're doing that because we saw so many cute historical little things.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
It was
I
nice.
know. Isn't that fun? In Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village, that I thought it would be really cute to do. Maskwa. 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 Maskwa.
What?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
fell
sorry.
asleep again.
Yeah, I
You
fell asleep again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you up late last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a time capsule. Now, the fun thing about time capsules is you're making something in the present to leave something for yourself in the future so that your future self will remember the past.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is cool. So I felt like Kootenai Brown Pioneer Village was a little bit like a time capsule.
Yeah.
So everyone had all those fabulous objects and all those fun things, and they put it in a museum for future generations like myself to enjoy. And Maskwa.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, it's fun. Sometimes we, we need to catch up on some sleep,
Yeah.
especially with owls being, late nighters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's get on with the craft. I've got some things that you're gonna need to make your very own little time capsule.
Okay.
So you're gonna need a jar, one that you can keep closed.
Yes.
So to make sure that no water or anything can get in there.
Fantastic.
And then you're gonna need some objects or treasures. So I've got a few little objects and treasures that I've got here. And what you're also gonna need is some paper and a pen.
Okay.
So I want this to be a positive time capsule.
So a jar, a paper, and a pen.
And a pen.
Okay.
And then some treasures
And some treasures.
to leave for yourself.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a positive time capsule. And what we're gonna start off by doing is we're gonna write the date.
Okay.
So what's the year this year? It is, do you know the year?
Yes, it's 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
So we're gonna write the year that we're writing this. And then we're gonna write the month.
Okay.
So it's April.
All right. Yes, it's April.
And then we're gonna write the day.
Okay.
Do you know what day it is?
Today.
It is today. So
Yeah,
it's
it's today.
April the today.
April today.
Yes. So we're gonna write the day and the month and the year.
Okay.
And then for this time capsule, we're gonna write, you can either write yourself a nice letter to yourself in the future.
Yeah.
You can write all the things that you appreciate right now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off by writing myself a letter. So I'm going to write,
Awesome.
Dear Alice.
Dear Alice.
And if you're not very good at writing yet, you can get an adult to help you. I'm gonna write, hello.
Hello.
And I'm gonna write, what's the mood we're feeling today? Are we happy?
Happy? Sleepy?
Okay, happy and sleepy. So I'm gonna write,
No, I'm just joking.
I knew you were fooling us that time.
I'm awake now. I'm awake.
Today I'm feeling happy.
Happy.
And what are some of the things that we're happy about?
Food.
Food. Okay.
Yes. Berries.
Because
berries taste good.
berries taste good. I'm gonna write because I'm with my friend Maskwa.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna finish with writing some advice for myself
Okay.
that I've learned in the last few days. So maybe it should be something about treasuring the time that we have in the moment.
Yeah, I like that.
Because it won't last forever. So I'm going to write, make sure
Make sure
to
to
treasure time in the moment.
It's a time in the moment. It's time in the moment.
Because it won't last forever.
Yes. Forever.
Because it won't last forever.
Because it won't last forever.
And then I'm gonna write from Alice.
Alice. To Alice.
Yeah. Dear Alice, from Alice. So I'm just gonna read my little letter back to myself. So from April 2022, it says,
April 22.
Dear Alice, hello. Today I'm feeling happy because berries taste good. Because I'm with my friend Maskwa.
Yeah.
And it says, make sure to treasure time in the moment because it won't last forever.
Yeah.
From Alice.
From Alice.
I think that's a good little letter to write my future self.
Yeah, I like it.
So I'm gonna fold that up
Yeah,
and
fold
I'm
it.
gonna pop it in my
There's an
nice
extra fold in there.
jar.
That's a nice jar.
It is a nice jar. It is a nice jar.
Wow.
And then I've got some little treasures to gift myself for the future.
Okay.
I like shiny things and jewelry, so
I like shiny
put,
things too.
I know. So look, we've made this together. We can open it together.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of jewelry. I have one of the pine cones that we got from Squidgel.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
he gifted me that pine cone.
Great. That's a good pine cone.
Yeah.
Smells good too.
It does, it does. And then I've got a little seed pod. And then I've got a nice picture that's actually my mom and dad when they got married.
Oh, yeah. That's a beautiful
So,
picture.
Thank you. So I'm just I can roll this nice little picture up. I'm not gonna crease it though.
Yeah, don't crease it.
And then I'm gonna pop it in the jar.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to move things around to make sure they fit properly.
Yeah, they just, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. And then I can pop that in there.
Awesome.
And then my little seed pod that we got
Yeah.
from a nature
Little
walk.
seed pod.
And then it's all finished.
Fantastic.
And then we're gonna put this in a safe place.
Yeah.
And we can open this a year from now, 5 years from now.
Wow.
Anytime.
Okay.
So we've got our very own little time capsule. It's
Awesome.
like a treasure for us for the future.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what would you put in your time capsule, Maskwa?
Well, I would put my favorite twig.
Yeah, your favorite twig?
Some berries.
Some berries.
Yeah, some berries.
What's something you would write yourself as a letter?
I would say, hope you had a good sleep this many days, and make sure you eat lots of food before winter.
Ah, that's good advice. Good advice. I like that.
I love it.
I like that. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Okay.
But feel free to send us your little ideas about what you would put in your time capsules.
Yeah, I'd love to see what you guys put in your time capsules.
Yeah, that would be really special.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See ya.